And so now we want to add a delete method to our list here, and we don't want to do another swipe like we did in our card, and we want to add a model that will have two options. So we'll have the options to edit or to delete, and for that we will now introduce a new event and a new component that will be the model. So it will be whenever we long press on either element, a model will appear with the commands that we want to execute. And to do that, we have to do it in our list item. So go back to our list item. First, we come to our React Native imports, and we have to import also the modal. And then we have to open the model before our touchable opacity inside of our view. So we say model. And now we can start configure our model here. So first, the attributes of our model will have the animation type, will be a fade. So there's several animations types, slide or none, but we'll choose a fade. We want to set it also as transparent, so we say transparent will be true. And we say visible, and for the visible we need another check, so we need, if we press it, to change the state of this visible, and for that we need again to create a state variable here that we can say const model visible, and then it's set model visible, and our initial state will be false, so the model is not visible by default. So back again here, we just need to pass our variable, so model visible. Then we say on request close, so an embedded method from our model from React Native will be the set model visible to false. So whenever this is requested, the model will close because we set it to false as the initial state. So then inside of our model we can create the rest, so we'll say view, and this view will act as a container, and then we have another view that will have a touchable highlight, and then in our touchable highlight we can give it also some properties, so will be the underlay color. We can give it a color of E8, E8, E8. Then we have also our event here, so on press, we get set model visible to false. So we'll have an icon where we can just close our model. And then also some style here, and here we'll do the inline style. So say line self to flexend. We'll have a position absolute and top 5, and then a right of 10. And then we have our icon after this touchable highlight. So we can have that cross icon where we can close our model. So we can name will be close from font awesome, and the size we can give it a 20. And then we will have, after our touchable highlight, we'll have the two buttons, and the buttons will be the button for edit and for close. So the first one will have the edit button, that for now we will not have any functionality. We can already instead add just a navigation, so we say on press, we'll say props, navigate, and this will navigate to our product form that we still didn't create, but we can just already pass it here. So product form. We also need to close our model, so we set model visible to false. So after this button we will need another one, and we say button, and this will be our delete button. So first here we'll have the title, and the title will be delete, and then after we'll pass our delete method that we didn't create yet, so just pass delete here. Then we want to have some events in our touchable opacity, so it's here that we will open our model first. So we can just delete this, and first we'll have the on press. Whenever we create in each item here, we will navigate to the single product page that we created and to see the item itself. So exactly like we did in our product card, we'll just say props, navigate to the product detail, and we also need to pass the parameters so we see the correct item there. So item will take the entire props here. So this, whenever we press, will navigate to the page of the product. But also now to open our model we need another event, and the other event will be a new event in our application, so with the on long press. So this is the gestures. Whenever just press just a click with a finger here, it will navigate to the product. But if we keep pressing, it will have another action, and the other action will be the set model visible to true. So now we can save and try. So if we press on one item, it navigates to the page, but if we long press it, our model is appearing here but doesn't have the correct style yet. So now we will style it. So back to our list item, we need to create some additional styles here, and we can call the first one as centered view, and for our center view we'll have the flex of 1. We'll justify the content to center. I can give it more space here, and we will align items also to center. And then we give it some margin top, let's say 22. Next we'll have the model view class, so model view, that will have a margin of 20, some background color of white, we give a border radius of 20, some padding of 35. We'll align the items to center as well. We can give some shadow color, and we give it just this hash here, so 0, 0, 0, and then the shadow offset, not text shadow offset but just shadow offset of width of 0 and a height of 2. Then to continue with our shadow, this is not capital here, just shadow offset. We have the shadow opacity of 0.25 and the shadow radius, we'll give it a value of 3.84, and is the elevation of 5. And then we can go to our model and apply those styles. So back to our model. On our first view here we'll have the style, and this will have the styles of the centered view. And then the second view will have the style of the model view. Now if we save, we already see our model appearing here, but still need some work on the styling. And we can just test it if we try. We go to our product form screen, so the edit is working. The other thing that we need is to configure these buttons, because we need to change the color. And now the style is looking like this, because this was another thing I wanted to show you. And if you press the X, we will not have any event happening. I'm pressing the wrong one, but we will not have any event happening because of the simple reason that our touchable highlight doesn't accept the on-press event, and also has our own styling. So simple, if we change the touchable highlight to opacity, let's also change here, and we save, and the cross goes to the correct place and also handles the event.